During the 2.7 story of Wuthering Waves, there were many bombshells dropped and many secrets revealed to us while playing through that story. One of them being Abby's true identity potentially revealed to us, saying that Abby could be a Thronodian. And the other being the line the architect said to us, revealing the potential true nature and identity of Rover in his past life.
Remember this. We were once your wastelands.
Future Amethyst here. By the way, before you continue watching the video, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are well on the way to 10,000 subscribers, and by the end of 2025, I want to hit that goal. Anyway, back to the video. But another thing happened within the 2.7 story, something that got players very, very excited. Another character that we've once met before made an appearance in the 2.7 story, and this one might be bigger than you all think. In fact, this might be one of the biggest ones of them all. Remember the original god that thrusted us back into Solaris 3 at the start of the game way back in 1.x? Yet she returned in the 2.7 story. Midway through Act 10 of the Wuthering Waves 2.7 story, we meet up with Carlotta and we meet up with Zani hunting down the tacit Discord Slayer, Galbrina. This is before we found out Galbrina was actually an ally. Now, within this part of the Wuthering Waves 2.7 story, we begin fighting the False Sovereign yet again, and then this little navigational capsule that we got at the end of 2.6 activates and sucks a bunch of the characters within this portal, and we, as the rover, appear to be in a pocket dimension, which is where the remnants of Imperator seem to be. And as we are following Imperator's voice within this pocket dimension, we can hear Imperator say first instance initiated, and then we also see the silhouette and the distant image of the first original god that threw us into Solaris 3. Now, the thing that is so important about this huge reveal is the fact that we have not seen this character since 1.x, and more specifically, the final act of 1.0, the launching patch. We saw her in the first ever opening cutscene, and then when we go to an abandoned laboratory with Encore and Alto, we can see a holographic image of her, and we can see that Rover recognizes her, though not quite from where. It's like it's jolting Rover's memories, but Rover's trying to really understand where he's seen her before, but he can't quite pinpoint where, and Alto and Encore also notice this.
Rover, about this person. Knew it.
Something very important, a key point I noticed while playing through this segment of the game, is the fact that the halo surrounding the unknown goddess, this unknown character that we see at the start of 1.x and again in 2.7, her halo surrounding the back of her head is also the same sort of symbol that we see on the navigational capsule that we get at the end of 2.6. By the way, I don't think it's actually called the navigational capsule, I just can't remember the actual name of it, so that's what I'm going to refer it to in this video. Also, the fact that Imperator's voice, when we're going through this pocket dimension, when we hear Imperator's voice and she says first instance initiated, all probabilistic futures now revealed, also states that this is also connecting to the original god, because if she is the first instance, the original god, the unknown god, the beginning of everything, the thing that basically created this world, the Resonators, the Tacit Discords, the Sentinels, the Thronodians, everything, that's essentially what it's alluding to. She is the first instance. This could be who she is, the first thing of everything. And I think the more we actually uncover secrets of the Sentinels, the more we uncover secrets about Rover, about Abby, about the Thronodians, and about, well, everything, I think we're going to figure out more on who she is, and that's also going to be a key factor to finding out who we are and who we were in our past lives. And why did she reincarnate us? Why were we at the start of the 1.x story floating in front of her? She put Abby into our Tacit Discord and thrusted us into Solaris 3. These are questions we've been asking since 1.0, 1.x, since the launch of the game, and the fact that all of these secrets are culminating and answering these questions, or at least beginning to answer them, is something very, very huge, and something that I think is very, very good for the game, because it means that Kuro Games have not forgotten about these key moments in 1.x, and it means that Kuro Games knows exactly where this story is going. So I'm very excited for this, and you should be too. Now, what does this mean for the future of the story, and how is it connecting to this unknown god? Well, this is my personal theory. I believe that she is the first thing of everything. She basically created Solaris 3, and I think she is the reason why Solaris is the way it is. I think she has constantly reincarnated Rover over and over and over and over again. And one of my original theories that I had is the fact that Rover has a task, and every single incarnation of his life, he has failed that task. So when he perishes, whether it's because of a certain story thing happened or because this unknown god deemed it to be and deemed the fact that this is not the path I wanted him to go down, I'm now going to bring him back and then start again. This is one of my theories where it's like there is a strict stated path where I need Rover to be at, and this is going to fulfill a certain event and a certain outcome in the timeline of Solaris 3, and if he does not achieve that, then I'm going to cause something that's going to essentially cause him to perish, and then I'm going to be able to wipe his memories, and I'm going to be able to throw him back God knows how many years left into the future, because there's so many other things as well. There's a sentinel for every single region, and one of the sentinels that we know is Due, and Due was created by Rover. And another thing that one of my old theories said was that maybe Abby was a new sentinel, but now because of this bombshell saying that Abby could be a Threnodian, the Abraxas Threnodian. And also the fact that one thing that I noticed is that in the anniversary we got the introduction to a Bowser, which is like the complete opposite of who Abby was, but it looks exactly like Abby. And Kuro may have put it in there as like a fun anniversary mini game mode, but maybe they're alluding to something a lot more, and that could also connect to this unknown god. Now, none of us know who this identity of this god is. There's loads of theory crafters out there and loads of lore creators out there that have actually put together a lot of very good videos trying to basically assess and break down who she is, but I do believe she's trying to achieve something, and she's using Rover to do it, and she's putting Rover through all of these different challenges, reawakening him time and time and time and time again, because we know Rover's been reawakened multiple times, but we don't know how many times that is. For all we know, he could have only been reawakened 1, 2, or 3 times, but we genuinely do not know. And I think this mysterious god is going to reveal herself more and more and more. The more regions we go to, the more sentinels we meet, the more Threnodians we combat, and the more secrets of Abby are more revealed about her identity, and the more we recover remnants of our memory, either through Tethys or either through other sentinels. I think that is going to play a key moment and a key part in how we figure out who this unknown god is, because like I said earlier on in the video, this is the first time we've seen this person since 1.0, since 1.x, and the fact that loads of these different Easter eggs and tidbits and breadcrumb clues have been leaked and have been sort of like given to us throughout the story of the game. Like at the end of the 2.6 story, we got that hollow wayfinder thing, whatever it is, the capsule, the navigational capsule thing, and that symbol that is spinning is exactly the same as her halo. It's exactly the same as her halo. There's loads of things that we could discuss, and there's loads of things that we could theorize, and it's such a very fun thing to do. There's loads of different theories and loads of evidence to suggest different outcomes and things, and also the fact that she's the one that put Abby in the palm of our hand. She's the one that sort of did that, held our hand, and sort of our hand glue up, and that obviously is where Abby resides, so she's connected to Abby in some sort of sense as well, but we genuinely do not know. But I thought it was very exciting, which is why I wanted to make this video and bring up all the points I noticed and all of the things that I noticed when connecting to the overarching story of Wuthering Waves and this unknown god. But you let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this video, and let me know down below in the comments your personal theories to what is going on in the Wuthering Waves story regarding Abby, Rover, this unknown god, the Threnodians, the Sentinels, everything. I want to read your theories, whether you agree with mine or whether you have your own. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on this video, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. We are well on the way to 10,000 subscribers, and I know we can get it by the end of this year. By the end of 2025, 10k subscribers, that would be a dream that I know you guys can help make happen. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy and have a good rest of your day.